Yes, it is all about R&B Divas LA, and yes, there was a whole lot of bull swanky going on. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Lock Lonely Tune, and I am back with another review for R&B Divas LA. This is episode 9. Episode 9, and I am so over it. It's just really starting to irritate me. I'm so over people just walking out of sessions or not participating where they need to be participating. I'm just so over that. Really, I am. This episode wasn't no different. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, damn. You know, I'm watching the episode. And you know, and it starts out with them, you know, the girls, they go into choreography because they're trying to get the steps and stuff down for their performance for the Puerto Rico project. And you know, they hook up with this choreographer. I don't know what his name is, but I'm watching them and they're trying to figure this thing out. Then Chante Moore is not there. They're kind of upset that she's not there. Then all of a sudden, Michelle A, she's like, they wasn't there, but what? Maybe 5 minutes before, Michelle A was like, I gotta go. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I was so mad. I was just like, Michelle A, I really like you. I really do love your music. I really do. I am a huge fan. But I really do get tired of every time they do stuff. You gotta roll, man. It's like, I mean, she's like, I gotta go pick up my kid. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm like, shouldn't you have a personal assistant to do something like that? Like, can't you have somebody say, could you like go pick up my kid and like bring them to where I am? I mean, I know you may not be, you know, as big. I mean, you've been out of the loop for some years now, but you are still a star. Like, you're on TV, and then you have this whole R&B Divas thing. Can't R&B Divas, can't y'all get somebody to go get that girl's kid, or bring them to her, or have them, you know, something? Because every time you turn around, she gotta go get her child, and it's like, I mean, my thing is this is my thing, for real. If you're gonna have so much going on, don't sign up for these shows. Seriously. I mean, I don't know, you're trying to get your name out there. If you're trying to get your name out there, then, you know, you need to be 100% committed to these shows. And the same thing with Chante Moore. She's going through custody battle, divorce, and all of that. I'm surprised she did last season. I was surprised she did last season, because I'm sitting there watching her go through this, and she's like so distant with everybody, not trying to really express what's going on with her. But these are supposed to be your girls. These are supposed to be the people that you're, you know, working with. And you know, and if you're only thinking of it as business, then okay, so be it. But if you're trying to connect with these women on a personal level, then you're gonna have to, you know, at least try to, you know, come clean, or just try to purge a little bit and let them know exactly what you're going through, so they're not left in the balance. I mean, it's only considerate that you do that, especially if you're working on something together and then you don't show up. Chante Moore, I mean, seriously, that's how I'm feeling. So Leela James and Chrisette Michelle, they're having a conversation about the same thing. They're having a conversation about Chante Moore and the fact that she's not opening up and what's going to happen. And it's just ridiculous how, you know, the girls are really trying to reach out to her and she's not really sharing with them. And I mean, I understand that if it's a personal nature, and you know, this is your divorce and this is your kid that you're talking about, I understand if you don't want to share it. But I mean, you're on national television, you're on TV for your world, I mean for your life out there for the world to see, you know, and you gotta let some people know something. So during this conversation, you know, Chrisette Michelle's concerned that if, you know, Chante Moore's not there for the rehearsal and she's not there to learn the steps, then she's not going to be prepared and she's not going to be able to perform. I mean, and it's embarrassing, because, and the thing about it is, everybody knows how much of a diva Chante Moore can be when it comes to performing. She wants it right, she wants it the way that she wants it. But my whole thing is, if you're not going to come to rehearsal, then how are you gonna know what to do? And like Mo said, y'all gonna get up there and y'all gonna look stupid. Alright, so the girls, they arrive in Puerto Rico. You know, it's a nice hotel. They decide to go to the beach. It's all, you know, flavor, looking real nice and everything. So they get on the beach and they're sitting down and they're talking, and basically the subject is what are they going to do as far as the performance. And Claudette is like, look, I don't want to look stupid. You know, I don't want to get out there and it be a total flop. And everybody pretty much feels the same way. But Chante Moore, once again, is not there because of her divorce issues and custody battle and things of that nature. So they're going through that and they're talking about it, and they're saying that she's going to be like a couple days late. Like a couple days. That's a lot, you know, when you have to do a performance in Puerto Rico. Lil Mo is like, hey, what's going on? You know, this is the performance. And Michelle A, now Michelle A is there. So all the girls are there except Chante Moore. Now my question, I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, is Michelle A's kid in Puerto Rico with them, or did she find somebody to watch her kid back in the States, or you know, or wherever, you know, because every time you turn around she gotta go get a kid, and they're in Puerto Rico. She just can't pick up and just go get her kid from wherever in the United States from Puerto Rico. But Little Mo was a little concerned because of the simple fact that, you know, Chante Moore wasn't there. You know, she got serious shade. A lot of the ladies got some serious shade for Chante Moore. You know, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here because she is going through something. She is going through a divorce. She is going through a custody battle. I think they should be just a little more sensitive to what she is going through. But at the same time, once she does arrive, it gets kind of crazy because they have gone through the rehearsal and they've learned these steps and everything. So they're trying to fill in Michelle A about what the steps is, but then Chante Moore shows up way later, 2 days later, and you know, they're in rehearsal and everything, and she tries to pretty much take over. But let me get a side note in. I want to talk about the relationship that Claudette Ortiz has with her mom. I think her mom is so pretty. Like when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Now I don't even know how old the woman is, but if she, you know, she's old enough to have a child Claudette's age, she really looks good. I mean, like her hair is like flowing and everything. I mean, she really does look good. And it was a good soft side to see Claudette and her mother, you know, having that quote unquote bonding moment. It was really, really good for the episode. I thought it was something that she needed, seeing as though that her mother lives in Puerto Rico and Claudette is in the States, so she's, you know, she doesn't get to see her mom that often. And I just thought that, you know, that little conversation that they had together was a really, really soft moment for the episode. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to Chante Moore and the situation with her and the rehearsal and everything, but first I want to touch note on the Zipline situation. The Zipline situation with Claudette Ortiz, Leela James, and Michelle A. This is some of the funniest footage I've ever seen in my life. It was hilarious. I watched it and I was just like, oh, you would not get my big ass up on that damn zip line. No, you would not. I don't give a damn if it's TV for whatever. No. You know, popped the line. It'd have been some bullshit. Basically, bull swanky. Yes, that was the word of the night. Bull swanky. Because Leela James was like, no. And it was so funny because they finally got her up there, put her in the little harness thing, and got her to slide down this zip line. And I mean, it seemed like everybody was kind of a little apprehensive about doing it, but you know, Leela James was just like, I'm sticking to my guns. This what kind of bull swanky mess is this? It was so funny. I mean, but the scenery, I know that the scenery and the way everything looked from up there was beautiful. Puerto Rico is a beautiful place to go. Beautiful vacation spot. I would love to go at any point in time in my life. Anytime. I would definitely like to go to Puerto Rico. Finally, Chante Moore shows up, and she actually shows up, I guess, in the hotel room. I guess that's where Claudette and Leela James are sitting and having drinks, and a lot of drinks, if I might add. Yeah, Leela James is a little toasted, lit up at the moment when Chante Moore arrives. So she sits down, Chante Moore sits down, and she proceeds to tell, you know, the girls what's going on with her situation. Now, I guess she's being a little long-winded, pretty much, because that's what Leela James was saying. And because Leela James has had a few extra drinks in her, she proceeds to let her know. She proceeded to let Chante Moore know, look, hey, you being a little long-winded. Could you, like, hurry it up? Because, you know. So she interrupts her, and she was like, da-da-da, and then this. And so Chante Moore was like, don't do that. Don't force me to tell my story. You know, I'm going to tell you when I'm ready to tell you. Just let me tell you. And I was like, oh. Okay, alright then. So Leela James is basically trying to ask Chante, you know, she's like, are you okay? I just really want to know, are you okay? Basically, get to the shit at hand. Don't just keep, you know, being long-winded and not telling us exactly what's going on. You're just going all the way around the Marbury Bush without saying anything. Well, after all of that, Chante Moore was like, and I'm still gonna start from where I was. And I'm like, what the hell? And Claudette is like, oh, this is seriously awkward. I thought it was a serious awkward moment too, because I'm just like, damn, yo, wow. At the end of the whole conversation, after both of the girls like would sit there like this, trying to listen to what Chante Moore was saying after she told her very, very long story. The end was that she got everything that she wanted. You know, he didn't get anything he wanted. She got everything. So Leela James was like, so you won. Basically, that is pretty much the end of the situation. You won. And that's all she really wanted to know. She was like, yeah, so everything's alright, so let's go to, you know, we're in Puerto Rico, let's go have some fun. I'm very happy for Chante Moore that she got exactly what she wanted after all of this drama, after all of this battling, divorce, custody battles. She got what she wanted, and I'm very happy that, you know, things worked out for her, and now it is over, and now we can move on from that. So now here's the part when they are at the rehearsal. The way Chante Moore really starts to smell her own shit at the rehearsal. My whole thing is, if you were not there for the initial rehearsal, for the beginning, you know, you was not there, you cannot, and I don't give a damn, you cannot come in to stuff trying to change shit. She coming in trying to change things that have already been established, trying to tell folks how to walk out. She trying to tell Chrisette Michele how to walk out, because she walk out like this or whatever. And Chrisette Michele is like, I'm gonna have my Louis Vuittons on, and I can't do all that. Chante Moore's like, so will I. And I mean, it was just like serious shade being thrown, and I'm just like, it's really kind of irritating when you see somebody that comes into, you know, the rehearsal after not being there, and because, you know, you feel as though that everybody is supposed to slow down to your speed. And it does not work like that. See, this is how it works. This is how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to learn how to catch up to their speed. If you're behind, you're going to have to learn how to catch up. And you're behind because of something that you had going on with you, then you have to learn how to catch up. It's not they need to learn how to slow down. They can tell you, you know, what happened in rehearsal and everything, and then you just, it is your job to catch on. Simple. Then we get to another part of the song, and they're, you know, working on the little rap part with Lil Mo, and she gets a little flustered and she forgets the words, and it's just starting to look like garbage. I mean, I'm just looking, from what I see, you know, the song itself sounds great, but when I look at the performance, I'm looking like, where the fuck is the choreography? Like, I'm just like, why did they just like hire this guy to just work one day? I'm like, where is he? Because he really need, this is what should have happened. I'm like, where is the money in all this? You know what I'm saying? Did the money just go into flying all the girls out to Puerto Rico. I'm trying, because seriously, some money should have been invested in that choreographer to, you know, be with them to make sure they have the performance down. I thought that's what a choreographer's job was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe they didn't have enough in the budget. I don't know what the situation was, but my whole thing is that he taught these girls a few steps and then he said, I ain't got time, don't figure it out for yourself. Next we see Claudette and her mom, and they go to Claudette's family house. You know, she takes them to her mom in the family home in Puerto Rico, and they're all having dinner, and they're sitting at the dinner table and they're eating and they're drinking and they're being merry. So Claudette's mom, she wants them to, I guess, sing songs or sing something for them, and it got a little weird and a little awkward. So Lil Mo starts singing, right? I mean, just something just straight off the top of her head. So she starts singing. And the words, from what I heard, it sounded like, thank you for letting us drink up all your liquor. That was the first line, and I was just like, whoa. I mean, because they had a lot to drink. So you could look at them and tell they were seriously drunk. So they're singing the song, and they just singing it like they in church and all that. And this is the look on Chante Moore's face over across the table on the other side. She's sitting next to Claudette Ortiz's mother. So this is the look on her face. And I'm just like, wow, like she didn't even join in them. They were all kind of singing together except her. She didn't sing. I guess she wanted to do something special, something diva-like, something just a little different that wasn't quite as over the top as the other girls did. So she proceeds to gaze into Claudette's mother's eyes. Now this was kind of made me uncomfortable, because I was just like, she's singing to her like she a dude. That's the feeling that I was getting. I don't know, may not have been the situation, but you know, it just seemed like she was singing to her like she was a guy, and it just didn't seem, it just seemed weird. She starts to sing to her, and she's singing all soft, and she sings her song. Like she sings Jesus I Want You to her, and the other ladies are like, wow. So while Chante Moore is singing to Claudette's mother, you know, the other girls are kind of like laughing and snickering, and they're like, I mean, because they're drunk. I'm pretty sure I don't think they would have done that if they didn't have as much liquor in them. So Claudette is getting a little upset and, you know, embarrassed by it. It's just very uncomfortable for her. And I was kind of feeling for Claudette. I was like, damn, you know, it's an awkward feeling to, you know, be embarrassed in front of your, you know, your peeps in your country and all that. But let me tell you, when Claudette turned it around, she flipped that shit so well. I was just like, you better go ahead, girl. She sat up there, she sang the Lord's Prayer, and I mean, she worked it. It was silence up in there, not a snicker, not nothing. And little Miss Chante Moore, no, sweetie, she was not gonna let you upstage her in her mother's house. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And Lil Mo was like, here, you tension in it, yeah, you could cut that with a knife, because it was quiet. It was quiet. And I just, you know, it brought a tear to my eye, because I mean, she really did want to, you know, pay some serious respect to her mother in her house. And I just thought it was amazing what Claudette did, how she sang. It was just beautiful. And then at the same time, I'm still watching Chante Moore mouth the words while, you know, Claudette is singing, it's not your time. At the end of the episode, there, you know, it's a whole lot of drinking going on in this episode. I mean, seriously, you go to Puerto Rico, you just stay drunk. I want to remember some of my trip to Puerto Rico. You know, I don't want to be so damn lit and toe the fuck up that when I get back home, I don't remember jack that happened because I was drunk the whole time. But they were drinking pretty much the whole time. And at the end of the episode, they were in a little brewery, distillery or whatever, and they were drinking rum, and that shit looked strong. I'm just saying, it looked like they was drinking some very potent stuff. So Chrisette Michele, she proceeds to talk about what was going on with her trying to contact Chante Moore, and that she wasn't really, you know, responding to her emails and things like that. I don't know, it just seemed really, really awkward, and Chrisette Michele was just like, I thought we were cool, you know, I thought we were friends or whatever, but, you know, if that's not the case, you know, don't come for me. Basically, that's what that means. Don't come for me in the end, because if you come for me, you know, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Pretty much, that's, in so many words, that's what she was trying to tell, you know, Lil Mo and Leela James. I mean, my thing is this, like I said, Chrisette Michele is very strong in her convictions, and so is Leela James. Those two, the two new, you know, the newest divas on the block, they are some strong sisters, and you can't just, you know, treat them any kind of way. You're not going to be able to just dismiss them, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review of R&B Divas LA episode 9. Please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. The links will be below in the description box. Okay, guys? So until my next video, I will holler at you. Alright?